Symptoms of a bad intake manifold gasket. The engine block and the intake manifold are separated from each other by an intake manifold gasket or intake gasket. The use of intake gaskets prevents the leakage of engine gas and can even separate the coolant's gas from the engine. But how do you tell when this component goes bad? Well, let's find out. 1. Poor engine performance. Air and coolant can be lost due to an intake manifold leak, which can potentially affect the performance of your vehicle. While it is unlikely that your car won't start or won't run at all, you may experience reduced acceleration and fuel efficiency. 2. White smoke from exhaust. Unless you completely disassemble your engine, you won't be able to see what's going on within your intake manifold. At that time, whether or not they were leaking, you should replace the intake manifold gaskets. Your engine is burning coolant if there is an excessive amount of white smoke coming from the exhaust. 3. Coolant in the oil pan. Coolant in the oil pan is a common sign of a leaking intake manifold, which is a major problem. It not only affects the cooling abilities of the coolant but also the lubricating abilities of the oil. If this video has been informative so far, then your next move should be subscribing to our channel. This will help you stay in the loop about our latest content. Once you've done that, let's continue with the video. 4. Visible coolant leak. If the intake manifold gasket is leaking, coolant can escape in several ways. It can mix with the oil, causing cooling in the oil reservoir, or enter the combustion chamber, resulting in excessive smoke. The coolant may also run off from the side of the intake manifold. If the coolant burns off before reaching the ground, you may see smoke coming from the top of the engine. Alternatively, there may be a visible coolant leak on the ground under your car. 5. Engine overheating. Since the coolant's role is to prevent your engine from overheating, it's not unexpected that if it's malfunctioning, you may experience an overheated engine. This won't happen right away, but it typically does when the system's coolant levels go low. But there's an increased chance that the coolant leak could be coming from the intake manifold if you have an overheating engine and can't locate it. That brings us to the end of this video. When you begin to notice one or more of these symptoms, you're likely to have a bad intake manifold gasket. Taking prompt action will save you from the cost of additional damage. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.